Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. We are back here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo City as we bring you our 6-game slate for today. Later on in the afternoon, it's Rizal taking on Mindoro. But first, Manila Pirates will take on the Antipolo NYBL. Unahin na natin itong 14 under division. Hello everyone who's watching us live on the official Junior MPBL Facebook page, YouTube channel, and MPTV Signal Channel 98. Ken Pangilinan alongside Coach Noy Africa. Mr. Noyber time ang tawag namin kay Coach Noy. But Coach, syempre Manila and Antipolo taking themselves here in the 14 under.
Yeah, that's right. Itong Manila actually will be playing their third game in 4 days. So really hectic schedule for them. And ito namang Antipolo looking to, preserve very good win-loss record so far.
So tignan natin yung team standings natin. We are here at the North Division, 11 teams.
Yeah, you still have Quezon City undefeated in 5 games. Antipolo, as I said earlier, so far a very good showing. Antipolo and Mandaluyong tied at 4-1. You have Marikina at 2-1, Manila 1-1, Malabon 2-3, Mindoro 1-2, Rizal 1-5. You have Pampanga and Valenzuela. Well, I think we still have yet to update that Valenzuela win-loss record, but Pampanga has yet to play, and you have Bulacan at 0-5.
So itong Manila at the middle of the pack, usapan na natin sila. This is the Manila Pirates in their opening game. They lost that really badly against itong Malabon, Fisher Mall, 59-88. But they bounced back against Mindoro. They won that game by 9, 73-64.
That's right, and for Coach Bagot Epino, he's looking for another win to solidify pretty much a decent start for them if they win this game. But definitely he will rely on Matthew Aceldo. This kid is really just a very potent scorer, can do everything on the floor. Leads the team in scoring with 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals per game.
And they will take on itong ang Antipolo NYBL. They are currently 4-1. You saw them earlier in the standings. They are currently on a 3-game winning streak. Natalo sila in their second game. But since then, especially in the last 2 games, Coach Noy, itong Antipolo surging. Itong average winning margin nila was 32 points, including that last win against JT Bulacan Taipan.
That's right, as you still see. Ito nga, Antipolo with Coach Kim Chua. Antipolo currently at 4-1. Won very big against Bulacan. In that game, of course, you always have itong si Jacob Cordon leading the team in points with 15 points per game. You have 6 rebounds per game, 2 assists and 4 steals per game. And in that game against Bulacan nga, that defense was really the key for Antipolo, forcing Bulacan to just 36% from the field. They won the rebound battle 48-34, and their defense cost Bulacan to 24 turnovers, which they translated into 35 points of turnover. So definitely itong Antipolo will really rely on their defense in trying to get their 5th win in 6 games.
So itong 1-2 punch ni Jacob Cordon and Jello Agustin masusubukan against itong Manila Pirates. Wag na nating patagalin pa, Coach Noy. Let's turn you over to our game announcer.
To Ynares under Antipolo City. And now it's time to Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season first match 14 under. Now let's meet the starting 5 of Manila Pirates 14 under. He's playing center number 1, Bo Jalen. He's playing forward number 4, Andre Sato. Playing power forward number 19, Matthew Asaldo. Playing shooting guard number 7, Pabtino Perizzo. Shooting guard number 11, Robert Napo. The head coach of Manila Pirates 14 under, Coach Bagot Despino. Assistant coach, Ricky Cabrera. Now it's time for your Antipolo NYBL 14 under. Playing starting 5, playing point guard number 11, Sean Malquiso. His center number 6, Angelo Agustin. Playing shooting guard number 12, Kian Pakis. Playing power forward number 24, Jerickson Jackson. At center number 8, David Sabaresa. The head coach of Antipolo NYBL 14U, Coach Kim Chua. Assistant coach, Jerick Estrada, Michael Romero. General manager, Rapi Katigbag. Games official, crew chief, Robert Dong Ramos, Jerser Tabanera, and Pio Castañeda. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
We've got the starting lineups for the Manila Pirates. Bo Gelin, Andre Zeta, Eli Perito, ito si Manuel Napo, and Matt Aceldo. Samantala sa Antipolo, as they score the first bucket, Kian Pokis, mga kasama niya, itong si Sean Malquisto, David Sabareza, Jello Agustin, and Jackson Hoxon. So Ken Pangalinan alongside Coach Noy Africa, our opening game between Manila and Antipolo.
Well, very quickly lang pag-usapan natin yung last game nitong Manila against Mindoro. Their defense forced Mindoro to just 30% from the field, and they tried to score more in the lane. So they're really more of an inside scoring team, scoring 52 points in the paint. They took advantage of second chance points, 22 second chance points, and they have shown the ability to run, scoring 20 fast break points.
Antipolo nakauna dito via that Kian Pokis under goal stab. Here he is. Pasa kay Malquisto. Attacks, and Gelin gets a piece of it. Shot clock still an issue here, 10 seconds. Kian Pokis left hand, no. Aceldo with a running start and goes all the way to the cup.
Well, the last thing you want to give to Matthew Aceldo is that left driving lane. It's very automatic, lefty, and you don't want him to be going to his dominant hand.
And you know, Coach Noy, I talked to Matt Aceldo earlier as ito si Kian Pokis attempts a free. He's the main scorer para sa kanila, averaging close to 20 points a ball game. And here he is once again. Na-challenge doon na maigi ni Malquisto. But I talked to him, you mentioned, this is their third game in 4 days. Yung opening game nila, nandun sila sa San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. Napaalamig ng venue. And he said that it took some time for them to get really warmed up as eto si Aceldo and Perito connecting on that play. But going back to my point, Coach Noy, ito si Matt, pagdating naman kahapon, nung Sunday, andun ka, you covered that game, napainit ng venue. And for him, that's his cup of tea. Now warm up siya agad, and he really had a better showing in that game.
Yeah, it was actually reported by our lab na most of the players for Manila were really bothered by the aircon dun sa Bulacan. So, better game for them yesterday, and it's a little, it could get a little cold here in Antipolo. So, let's see how they respond.
Ganda ng point mo, no? Yung altitude. Medyo minsan advantage din yan. Got itong Antipolo team. This actually our 4th time here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo. So, itong Antipolo NYBL enjoying that home court advantage. But so far here in this building, 3-1. They lost one of their games against Quezon City as we take a look at that attempt galing dito kay Jello Agustin.
Well, actually, I was talking to, I think it was Nick Rocha. I'm thinking kung may effect ba yung altitude. Like, whenever teams play in Denver, that's always an issue. But dito ba sa Antipolo, could that be an issue for the players?
Could be. Not siguro, hindi naman kasing lala sa altitude ng Denver kasi doon daw hirap talagang huminga eh. But here siguro yung climate and let's all remember, these are kids from all over the provinces. Mga sanay ito sa yung mga sa semento, sa open air na court. And given the fact that almost all our venues well ventilated, napakalamig, it's gonna be an adjustment process for them. As you see, ito si Coach Bagot Epino, also his first, kumbaga, major stint. Dahil mostly daw na talagang pinagkukoachan niya sa mga inter-barangay level as Manila again with Perito converting inside.
And actually, it's not only a showcase, an opportunity for the younger kids, but also for the younger, less experienced coaches to be able to be playing games na naka-live stream.
Sean Malquisto connecting on a free. Coach Kim Chua, also a relatively new coach, and tasked to handle this formidable Antipolo NYBL team. Currently with a 4-1 record. Good for second place in the standings. And Coach Noy, this is a long tournament. Wala pa tayong kalahati Naaarami na tayo. It's almost a month already. And when we talk about the tournament format, napakahirap ng journey na pagdadaanan ng ating mga kupunan.
Yeah, that's right. But actually, one of the few teams who have gone halfway of their schedule itong Antipolo. This will already be game number 6 out of 10. We all know we have 22 teams split into 2 divisions, North and South. Each team plays each other once within the division, so that's 10 games. Number 11 seed will be eliminated. You have the top 6 advancing to the quarterfinals. You have 7 and 8 battling for the 7th seed. Yung loser will play number 9 and number 10 for the 8th seed.
So yan, maganda dyan. Isa lang ma-eliminate, pero may play-in tournament tayo. So kung 7 at 8 ka, hindi ka sigurado papasok.
So actually, there's really no incentive for placing number 7.
Ayun.
Because it still will boil down to one game with the 8th seed. So let's see. I mean, everything could just change. Like, there's some teams na biglang, due to school commitments, forced to have lesser players. And yeah, really just an exciting league we have here.
At sa aakwentuhan namin ni Coach Noy, lagpas kalahati na tayo ng ating unang yugto. Tabla tayo 7-all. Closely contested ball game so far. A miss. Galing dito ay Perito. Antipolo with a fast break opportunity. Domingo, pinasok na dito. Gets fouled.
Well, if you're Antipolo, medyo challenging to score inside, especially since you have yung height nitong Manila could really be a problem. You have a guy like Galen in there. Sa 2-3 zone nilang ilalim nila si Galen, you have Zeta, you have Aceldo. So, and I think they have other bigs that we will see later itong Manila Pirates. So, for Antipolo, if they will be able to hit from the outside, that could help open up that zone defense of Manila.
We're seeing the first appearance of Antipolo's leading scorer. Ito si Jacob Cordon. 15.2 points per game and 6.6 rebounds. Interesting that Coach Kim Chua electing ito si Cordon to come off the bench.
Well, we've seen a lot of teams actually use their top scorers coming off the bench. So, well, so far it has been working here for Antipolo.
And Manila, no look pass. And Aceldo finding Zeta inside.
Well, actually, despite Aceldo only averaging 2.5 assists per game, he's been trying to be a playmaker here for Manila. And so far in the first 2 games, it was just a matter of his teammates not converting on those passes so easily. This assist numbers will definitely rise as the tournament goes on.
For sure. Kasi majority of the time, the ball is in hands to si Matt Aceldo. Talagang lisensyado ito ni Coach Bagot Epino. Also, both of them from San Pedro, Laguna. So there's a little bit of connection there. Meanwhile, ito si Cordon, umatake agad. That left hand finish doesn't work, but the follow-up is good para dito kay Kyle San Gabriel. And
really just working hard there. San Gabriel, and this will be a 3-point play for San Gabriel.
And that
sorry, it wasn't a 3-point play, was it?
Oh, 3-point play. Actually, 3-point play yun. And that power move was brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Gellin putting into the weight room. Umatake and no problem on that attack.
So si Galen is actually a very interesting prospect, really tall already at the 14 and under division, and so far very fundamentally sound. Doesn't really put the ball down on the floor whenever he gets the ball, just goes straight up.
And actually, itong pinag-usapan mo rin lang, si Bo Gellin, his first, kumbaga, experience training was only last year. So, 13-year-old. Although, naglalaro-laro na daw siya since 10, pero kumbaga yung organized basketball na experience niya was just last year. So, we're really excited to see how his development will progress here, especially that binanggit mo yung gaano kahaba yung tournament natin ngayon.
Well, interesting how, yun nga, he started playing 3 years ago and tinamaan ng pandemic
Oh.
yung development niya. So, let's see, there's parang making up for lost time itong si Galen dahil very formative yung those 3 years from 11 to 13, especially with your basketball career.
Kung iisipin mo, itong karamihan ng mga bata, ito hindi na pagdaanan yung 12 under, 11 under, plus siguro yung mga basketball camps na supposedly could hone their skills. Hindi rin nila na-experience, but luckily for them, we have the Junior MPBL now, making up for lost time. Oh, give and go. Zeta finding his teammate inside, and itong si MJ Falyar will head to the line.
I think we haven't talked about Zeta just enough. They're averaging nearly a triple-double, a double-double in their first 2 games, 13 points and 9.5 rebounds, and yeah, so far has been a good combination in the front line with Gellin, and then you have Aceldo who actually plays the 3 on the defensive end but mostly plays the 1 or the 2 on offense.
Actually, yun ang magandang exploit nitong Manila as Gellin gets the hoop and the harm. That's brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
This is really the strength of itong si Bo Gellin, being able to grab those rebounds underneath, and again you saw him not even try to, iba kasi may power dribble pa, ito just go straight up.
Actually struggled a bit in their opening game against Malabon. Had 5 points, 8 rebounds, only 2 field goal attempts, but was much more aggressive in their last game against Mindoro. 15 and 14. Samano pa dyan, 3 blocks. As he completes that 3-point play, lamang dito ang Manila 14 to 10.
Well, he was saddled with foul trouble in that first game of theirs, and really just made the adjustments in their game last Sunday against Mindoro. So it's really a matter of him being able to nurse his fouls.
4-point lead. 83 seconds remaining. Mateo Ngo open for 3. That's short. Running start by Baluyot pero natapikan ni Cordon. But recovered. Counter steal for Antipolo. No look. Mateo Ngo wala. Offensive rebound by Agustin. Still no go. Aceldo crossing over. Escapes ito si Cordon. Attacks. And he will head to the line.
I like how itong si Aceldo contorted his body in a way that he will be able to get contact and still have a decent attempt at the rim.
Nakita mo, bumipit and then using his body to draw contact. And this is something that he really did well in their opening game against Malabon. Had 8 free throw attempts, knocked down 6, 75%. If he could do that, draw fouls, get easy buckets, and at the same time involve itong si Bo Gellin and Andre Zeta, mga both capable big men yan eh. That's gonna be a recipe for success para sa kanila.
It's gonna be an excellent offensive threat not only now but even moving forward with his basketball career.
Manila. Naagaw naman dito. And Antipolo converts via that Eli Orga layup.
Well, Manila, so far, they are being distracted nitong pressure defense of Antipolo, and I think at some point it will be Aceldo who will be playing point guard for them.
At yung sinasabi ko, if you're Matt Aceldo, if you're able to draw fouls, dahil alam naman natin yung mga kupunan dito halos karamihan, they're employing the full court press.
And they foul a lot.
Oh, they foul a lot, exactly.
And so far, Aceldo has been, fairly decent from the free throw line. I shouldn't have started talking just yet. But anyway, he is capable of shooting a decent percentage from the line and misses yet again.
Putback, wala pa din. And Jello Agustin, winasiwas yung kalaban. Let's see kung sinong tatawagan dito. Referees trying to talk things over. Let's take a look at that one more time. Ako, tingin ko, tatawagan ng flopping to, si Falyar.
No, they're actually calling
Oh, really?
an unspo.
Interesting. What do you think, Coach Noy?
Well, I think there was a bit of a sell there.
Oo, di ba?
But whenever you swing your elbows like that and you hit someone, especially if it's above the neck, it's an automatic unsportsmanlike foul. For, here in the junior MPBL so far, that has been the way they have been calling that.
Yung intent yun yung siguro nakita ng referee. So,
And usually when you swing your elbows, may wind up.
Oo, exactly. So ito, MJ Falyar at the line. So 2 shots plus ball possession para dito sa Manila Pirates.
And Agustin will be forced to sit out 3 playing minutes. Which could be good news for the Bigs here. Nitong Manila na currently they have Batong Bakal and Reyes.
5 out of 11 from the free throw line so far itong Manila. So they now have a 5-point lead, 17-12. Shot clock at 14 seconds. As they step out of bounds here. Last shot time para dito sa mga nakaputi.
Actually a crucial juncture for Manila. They don't have Aceldo also on the floor. No Gelin and no Zeta.
Ngo swings it. Orga. Cordon on the right flank. 9 seconds remaining in the first. Finds Orga. And off the ball, we have a 3-second violation.
So there's still 3 seconds for a shot here for Manila.
Enough time to put up a decent shot here for the guys in black.
And Antipolo cannot foul because they're already in the penalty.
Baluyot. 1 second left. And they will run out of time here. But nonetheless, a good start for the Manila Pirates as they take a 5-point lead against the Antipolo NYBL. Let's check out our Atlantis 88 move of the game, the no-look by Aceldo. Setting up ito si Andre Zeta inside. That's one of their few connections so far here in the second quarter. In just a bit when we return.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat para lumakas ang iyong loob MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to.
Back with us here at the start of the second quarter. The Pirates up by 5, and what's been the story so far in the opening quarter, Coach Noy?
Well, so far Manila's been scoring better from the field, 46% to just 20% for Antipolo. And also they've been able to get to the free throw line. 11 attempts so far, making only 5 though. But Antipolo 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Points in the paint, still Manila with 4 more points than Antipolo, 10-6, and it's just a 5-point lead though, so still a long ways to go.
Meanwhile, MJ Falyar knocking down all 3 of these free throws so far. Ayan, binati ko. Happy to have you with us on a Tuesday morning. Nandito po tayo ngayon sa Antipolo, kung saan matutunghayan nyo ang Manila versus Antipolo NYBL matchup in the 14 under division. Orga sets it up to Cordon, hops inside, that one is short, rebound and put back unsuccessful para dito kay Jokson.
Well, you really love the length that Manila has in the interior. Right now, you have Reyes, you have Batumbakal, and early on, you had guys like Galen and Zeta.
And the bank is open on an early morning here para dito kay Basti Basco. And this is now a 9-point lead. 1 minute gone by in the second quarter. Domingo sa loob, forces one up. No good. And looks like a foul against Manila.
Falyar, I think, for holding in that rebound scramble.
Domingo at the baseline to inbound. Gets it to Orga. Cordon. Oh, looks like an unsportsmanlike foul against Batumbakal.
I think it's because of the landing spot rule. And first things first, you don't want to foul a jump shooter. Secondly, you don't want to foul a 3-point shooter. And thirdly, you don't want to be called for that landing spot.
So triple block. Ayan, coach. Nag-foul ka ng 3-point shooter. Tatlong free throw. Unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah.
Tapos 3 minutes ka pang uupo. Eh, napakasakit. As ito, si Jacob Cordon knocking down his first. So ito si Jacob Cordon is from Barangay Muntindilaw. Grade 9, only child. And gusto niya talagang magpakilala dito sa Junior MPBL. In fact, meron daw siyang napupusuhang courtside reporter dito. Eh, hindi ko na lang i-reveal kung sino.
Hulaan na lang nila, no? If they are following the Junior MPBL, I think nasa 5 or 6 options maybe.
And later on, we'll have one of them in the afternoon.
Wag lang nila mapusuan yung mga courtside reporter for the first 3 games. Kasi wala. Tayo yun eh.
Tayo yun. Meanwhile, Domingo, the bang and the bucket, and it's brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
I like how Ngo has been aggressive so far here in the first half. Despite only averaging 5 points per game, we've really been mentioning his name a lot so far in this game.
Domingo, grade 8 from Ateneo. Completes it. And etong Antipolo in the midst of a 6-0 run, cuts the lead down to 3. Basti Basco, this time wala. Aceldo, umatake sa loob, gets denied. And Antipolo trying to go for a fast break. Napo intercepting that pass, but the ball will stay on the side of the guys in white. As a timeout is requested here. Lamang kanina ang Manila by 9, but this is now just a 3-point lead, 21-18 here in quarter number 2. Magbabalik po kami dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat
Back with us here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo. Their team down by 3. As you take a look at their players from the bench, itong 14 under squad ni Coach Kim Chua. Kalaban nila ngayon ang Manila Pirates. 7 minutes and 49 seconds left. Open 3 by Cordon. Knocks it down!
So after getting 3 free throws on that unsportsmanlike foul, finally making his 3-pointers is Cordon.
Counter steal by Aceldo. Natapikan, ngunit may foul na nabingwit doon against Cordon.
So that's already 8 points for Jacob Cordon. Same spot, still this time wide open, just knocks that down.
Came off the bench in this ball game. Pinasok lang nung halos patapos na yung first quarter. And we are tied 21-all. Gelin scoops one up and in.
Right now for Coach Bagot, really just putting back his big guns in Aceldo, Gelin, and Zeta, and right away, instant production for Gelin.
Ladesma, they're going up against the 2-3 zone nitong Pirates. While Cresto knocked down a 3 earlier, decides to drive. Mateo Ngo, nasupalpal doon ni Gelin. Well, that's Jelin rather. Inside, oh, what a lovely finish galing dito kay Perito.
And you love the recovery there for Jelin. He fell down on the floor, got up and was able to get that block and trigger that fast break for Manila.
Itong si Eli Perito actually was scoreless in just 4 minutes in their opening game, but bounced back nicely against Mindoro with 10 and 4. Meanwhile, second 3-pointer galing dito kay Jacob Cordon.
Definitely something that Antipolo will need against this imposing front line of Manila. The 3-point shooting.
Ayan ang hinahanap natin galing kay Matt Aceldo, that playmaking, setting up their bigs.
Really just a very effective slasher kasi si Aceldo, as you're looking at that 3-pointer, the second for Jacob Cordon. Always a sight to behold yung mga lefty stroke. And on the other end, it's Aceldo, another lefty, being able to create for his team.
Bo Jelin from Cagayan de Oro is actually a Filipino-American. So his dad is American nga. And idol daw niya si Steph Curry.
That would be interesting if he turns out to be a Steph Curry.
Meanwhile, that last free throw doesn't count. Mukhang mayroong violation na tinawag against the Pirates. So it's just a 2-point ball game. 26-24. Under 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Agustin trying to power his way inside. Aceldo gets it past the half-court line. Swings it. Perito fires. Short. Jelin with an offensive rebound. Napo. Aceldo naman titira and he drains that 3-pointer.
Well, aside from the playmaking, that's also definitely another thing that Aceldo will need to develop that outside shot, and that's always a good sign for Manila when those shots fall for Matthew Aceldo.
Cordon being tightly guarded by Aceldo, decides to drive. And Jelin trying to wrestle that ball away from Agustin. It's a jump ball, but ball possession, well, the possession arrow rather, pointing to Manila.
You like how
Hindi, Antipolo pala.
you like how Jelin wrestled the ball away, then acted like nothing happened.
And a timeout requested here, 29-24. 5-point lead for Manila. 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL.
Back with us here. And itong Antipolo in Manila, walang gusto magpaawat so far in the first half. The Pirates just up by 5, 29-24. Malcuesto, that's his second three-pointer of the ball game.
And that's already 4 3-pointers here for Antipolo, and you like how aware they are of what to do to try and break that interior defense of Manila. That zone defense is to shoot from the perimeter. So that's 2 for Cordon and 2 for Malquisto from the 3-point area.
Tigdalawa sila ni Jacob Cordon. Tama ka doon, Coach Noy. That's the lead down to 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Sa itaas, Malquisto swings it. Oh, nice find! Agustin set up well by David Sabareza. At tabla na tayo, 29 all. Another timeout. 3:49 left in the second quarter. Magbabalik po kami.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Happy to have you with us here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo. Pasalamatan natin ang ating mga sponsors, Vivere Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, and Atlantis 88. Ken Pangalinan and Coach Noy Africa. And tied ball game here, under 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Well, so far, kaninang camera natin nakatutok dito kay Matthew Aceldo.
Ooh!
Although he gets blocked that time by Agustin. But so far in this ball game, Aceldo 7 points. He have 5 rebounds and 4 assists. So really just trying to develop that all-around game. But Agustin is definitely wall inside on defense.
Aceldo swings it to Napo. 7 seconds remaining on their shot clock. Perito operates inside, loses the ball. Fast break opportunity for Antipolo. Nagmamadali. Oh, textbook fast break. Sabareza with a layup.
Did not really have the numbers that time, but just perfect execution there for Sabareza and Orgo, I think.
7-0 run for Antipolo. Nasa kanila na ang kalamangan. Another block. This time by Cordon. And luckily for Manila, nandoon si Napo. Because that could have been another fast break layup. Well timed dun ni Cordon. Really chasing for that shot.
Well, the difference there was that was a lefty trying to guard a lefty. So natural yung, that challenge there for Cordon.
Sabareza drives baseline. Again, the setup job. These two have connected at least twice here. Sabareza and Agustin.
And that is actually the result of those three-pointers that Antipolo was making. They are able to penetrate now more and give opportunities for Agustin inside.
Nung previous trip, Sabareza was at top of the key. Nakita niya kumat sa ilalim si Jello Agustin. But this time around, off that drive, dishing it out. Here he is once again. Swings it back to Olga. Sa itaas, Malquisto. Oh, good ball movement. Sabareza, masyado malakas. Agustin again with the rebound. And gets fouled.
It's still a little too early for cramps here for Agustin. But actually, itong si Agustin is positioning himself on the side of Aceldo dahil baka medyo nahihirapan siya kay Zeta or kay Jelin. So, most of the time, he's positioning himself on the side of Matthew Aceldo who he can overpower more than the other two. This is what I call the Manila skyline. Itong si Jelin and Zeta.
Galing ha. Meanwhile, ito Jello Agustin knocking down his first. He is from Barangay San Roque and is studying at Sumulong High School, grade 9 student. Has 3 siblings, 2 lalaki at isang babae as he splits his charities here. But Antipolo in the midst of a 12-0 run. I thought that was a clean block, but looks like referees may nasilip na foul down below. Let's take a look.
Looked really clean up top, but could have gotten a lot of body underneath.
To follow through siguro, no? After malinis sa taas, pero pagbaba, may tama doon. Kaya bumagsak. Ito si Falyar, who's at the line. 3 out of 4 so far. Stops the bleeding momentarily para dito sa Manila. And we'd like to thank our sponsors again. Vivere Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Dorite, and Atlantis 88. 2 for 2, so 83%. So far at the line, ito si MJ Falyar. Malquisto, balik kay Orga. And for the most part, maganda yung set nila against this 2-3 zone. And right on cue, knocking down a 3.
That's really helping that. Tumatama nga sila from the outside. 3 conversions already for Malquisto from the outside.
Ayan, nakaagaw pa sila dito. Domingo, offensive board, goes up, no. Jelin with the defensive rebound. Aceldo attacks, another connection, this time to Falyar.
Really a great setup there for Aceldo. Officially on triple-double watch now, 7.6 rebounds and 5 assists.
San Gabriel out of control. Aceldo again. Kanina pa niya nahanap si Falyar, but that time around unsuccessful. Antipolo, chance for the last shot.
And both teams cannot foul anymore.
12 seconds remaining. Orga, his team up by 4. They could extend it here. 5 seconds. They swing it. High arcing free is good para dito kay Sean Malquisto. His third 3 of the ball game, and that will count just before the buzzer sounded.
That's 4 already in the first half. So that's really something that Manila will have to rethink yung kanilang zone defense.
And at the half, Antipolo with a 40-33 lead as we check out our move of the game brought to you by Atlantis. At yung koneksyon nga ni Sabareza and Agustin on full display there. Agustin getting himself free under the paint. 40-33, magbabalik po kami for the halftime interview.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Hello everyone, we're here at halftime. Antipolo up by 7-40-33. I'm here with Manila head coach Bagot Espino and the team manager of Antipolo, Katigbak. Unahin ko na si head coach Bagot Espino. Coach, lamang kayo by 7 points, 29-22. But itong Antipolo, 18-4 run to end the second quarter. Ano sa tingin nyo na nangyari? And how do you intend to adjust in the second half?
Yun nga, no, na nakakambak yung kalaban sa first half. Nakita ko lang na adjustment nila yung movement ng kalaban. Maganda yung movement nila. Tapos, nagkiklik yung shooters nila. Which is, ayun yung tinuturo ko sa mga players, yung cutters, at magkaroon sila ng communication para ma-defensaan yung outside shooting. Yun lang. Sana pagdating ng second quarter, makapag-adjust kami at makabalik.
Eto coach, pagkaaton mo ng pasalamat.
Ayun, salamat sa Manila Pirates, sa mga coaches, sa mga boss. Shout out sa mga taga-Barangay Laram, San Pedro, Laguna. Sa mga Laram Bowlers, Team Laram. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach. And here naman on my right is Antipolo Manager Rafi Katigbak. Hello, sir. Ito, Antipolo. and 1 record pinapakita nila so far. Your assessment so far sa performance nila?
Actually, maganda yung mga pinapakita ng mga bata. Siguro medyo lack lang kami sa defense. So, ayun, siguro this second half, pupush pa namin yung mga bata so far.
Ito sir, your chance to greet and thank all your supporters.
Sa management ng Junior MPBL Antipolo, binabati ko pala Boss Gazelle, Boss Nyonyo, Boss Beben, Boss Des, especially kay Boss JY and Boss Erla. Ayan.
Ayun, thank you so much, Coach Bagot Espino and Mr. Ravi Katikbak. Magbabalik po ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo.
Back with us here at the Ynares Center in Antipolo, and at the half, Antipolo up 40-33 against the Manila Pirates. Ken Pangilinan and Coach Noy Africa. And pag-usapan natin nangyari na first half, Coach Noy, Manila led for the majority of the first 2 quarters. In fact, they were up 29-22 in the second quarter, but itong Antipolo finishing out strong, 18-4 run to close out the second quarter.
Well, they started hitting from the outside, and even itong si Cordon getting fouled, ng sportsman-like foul, had 3 free throws and then made a 3-pointer right after that. But Manila shooting better from the field, 44% against just 33 for Antipolo. That was basically because they were able to get inside for 47% from the 2-point area. Itong Antipolo, 7 out of 26 only. But sa 3 points is where Antipolo made their move. Only 3 out of 7, 42%, a very good percentage for Manila. But Antipolo, 46%, but really more volume there. 6 out of 13. 4 3-pointers from Malquisto, 2 from Cordon, and from the free throw area, Antipolo 8 out of 10, 80%, and then Manila had more trips to the line but only converted 9 out of 17. So far in the first half, it was Jelin leading the way for Manila with 8 points, and you have Malquisto with the 4 3-pointers, 12 points.
But itong Manila Pirates opening up the third with a 3-pointer of their own as they cut the lead down here by 4. Perito trying to go for another free, and Cordon again with the foul.
Well, earlier he was able to block that Aceldo shot, but I really feel like players shouldn't try to go for blocks, especially when you're challenging a three-point shooter. All you really need to do is get your hand up. It's already a low percentage shot by nature. Um, all you really need to do is challenge and not go for those blocks.
Parang pangalawa na yung ganyang klaseng foul ni Cordon. Kanina, he also fouled. Actually, siya yung na-foul pala. While he was taking a free earlier. Pero
He was
bumawi
able
naman
to
siya.
block Aceldo earlier
Oh.
from the three-point area.
Inaalala ko kasi he was taking that corner
The three.
three from the left side. Na-foul siya ni... I forgot kung sino yung naman naka-foul sa kanya. But nonetheless, etong Manila unable to take advantage as Perito missing on all 3 attempts from the line. Approaching the 8-minute mark of the opening quarter. Cordon umatake sa gitna. And Jelin with another denial. Perito sets it up to Napo. Oh, good block from behind. Galing kay Cordon.
That's the second block of Cordon on Aceldo.
Ooh, dipsy-do! Galing dito kay Andre Zeta.
I didn't know he had that in his bag, but Zeta, plays the big but can operate as a wing on offense.
Sabareza again. He and Agustin have really developed some wicked chemistry. That two-man game working para sa kanilang dalawa.
And you really like having big men who are able to finish underneath. Kasi iba talagang, they're just big but not necessarily comfortable with all the contact underneath. But definitely Jay Agustin is one of those.
Jello Agustin so far, productive outing. 7 points, 10 rebounds. Actually 9 points, 10 rebounds, closing in on a double-double again. Remember, this guy is averaging a double-double. 13 points, 13 rebounds. Jelin attempts a free, that's short.
I think that's the Steph Curry in him. Itong si Jilin, but missing on that three.
Napo, erased by Agustin. San Gabriel, nagmamadali. Sidestep beauty, too strong. Agustin with the offensive rebound. Goes up and gets fouled, but not in the act of shooting. So baseline out of bounds tayo dito.
Itong si Agustin, every time he's going for those blocks, always the emphatic kind, not the, just being able to tip the shot.
Here he is. That time around, defense solid, but Aceldo is down on the floor, holding on to his left knee.
And it could actually be the thigh area. Could have been hit by Angelo Agustin on that drive.
Let's see that one more time. Tama ka. Nagkabanggaan sila ng tuhod.
Actually, that's going to hurt for a bit, but I think he would just probably need to sit a few minutes on the bench, and I wouldn't even be surprised if he just walks this off when he gets up.
Pero kasalukuyang nasa sahig pa rin siya.
Well, the good thing there that it wasn't a knee-to-knee collision. Tinamaan yung side ng thigh.
And he is the leading scorer so far for Manila. It's now 42-38. Antipolo with the 4-point lead. Manila just won their last game. This is their third game in 4 days, like you mentioned, Coach Noy. Six minutes and 33 seconds left. If you just tuned in, Manila was up by as much as 9 points in the first half, but Antipolo late in the second quarter able to mount a rally, kaya naman lamang na sila dito ng 4 na puntos. And this is where you have to watch out if you're Manila, who will step up to fill in itong production ni Matt Aseldo.
And when we talk about production, that's overall production, 7.7 rebounds and 5 assists.
Perito, pumukol, Mintes. Bola mananatili sa Manila. Fresh 14 on their shot clock.
Well, Manila will be forced to, try to go inside more, especially with guys like Zeta and Gielin.
Turnover here. Malcuesto. And hindi na siya challenge doon ni Jelin.
So that's already 14 for Malcuesto, leading itong Antipolo in scoring.
8-second backcourt violation. So Antipolo doing a good job applying pressure in the backcourt.
Well, that's still something that Manila will need to get used to. Most of the teams here will pressure you in the backcourt. And despite that advantage in the front line, that will be negated if hindi naman sila makatawid.
Again, you see Antipolo. Meron silang counter dito sa 2-3 zone. But masyadong matagal mag-materialize yung offense nila doon. Nakita mo yung player movement eh. They're loading up one side para ma-shift itong 2-3 zone defense ng Manila.
Now that's actually another way to negate the zone defense is to overload that zone, because we know that the zone defense players are supposed to defend just areas on the court.
44-38, we would like to thank Vivere Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Door Ride, and Atlantis 88. Orga, Sabaresa sa bandang kanan. They swing the ball around. Cordon, top of the key, 10 seconds left sa kanilang shot clock. Again, the corner open kay Sabareza, and he knocks it down.
You love the sets that Antipolo is running against that zone. And without the versatility of Aseldo on defense, really causing troubles here for Manila.
This is now a 10-point lead for Antipolo NYBL. Coach Bagot Espino forced to call a timeout. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left. Magbabalik kami.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang
Back with us here at the Ynares Sports Center in Antipolo. Our crowd in attendance, early morning, walang problema. Gumising ng maaga para sa magandang laro na natutunghayan natin ngayon between Manila and Antipolo. Ken and Coach Noy on the call. This is now a 10-point lead for the home team.
Exciting that really has forced the hand of Coach Bagot Espino to bring back in Aseldo, but that time turning the ball over.
Again, Manila still content on this 2-3 zone. Ano kayang gagawin ng Antipolo ulit dito? Sabareza, umatake sa gitna. Kicks it out. 3-pointer by Cordon. Masyadong malakas. Agustin, still no go. Battle for the rebound. Won by Manila. And Aseldo is back on the floor. Like you said, pinagpag lang and goes all the way for the fast break.
Well, that's probably gonna hurt more tomorrow morning, but medyo a little bit of a limp there, but wasn't really that noticeable on that drive to the basket.
Cuts the lead down to 8 under 3 minutes remaining in the third. Sabareza attacks middle. Sets up San Gabriel. Fakes. Draws a foul from, I believe that's Zeta.
Got some ball up top, but probably hit itong si San Gabriel. on the body.
Let's take a look once again. Kyle San Gabriel at the line. So far has 2 points. Mintes sa kanyang una doon.
Averages close to 10 points per ball game and 6 rebounds. This is a guy coming off the bench for Coach Kim Chua.
0 of 2 on that trip. So the lead remains at 8. Aseldo, wow! He was out of control but managing to put that one in.
Really had to get creative, especially with Cordon there, who has his number so far. 2 blocks for Cordon on Aseldo.
Meanwhile, Domingo, good on that undergoal stab.
Definitely a
San
foul.
Gabriel pumping itong si MJ Falyar. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third. Antipolo with an 8-point lead. Trying to move up in the standings. Currently at 4-1. Matt Aseldo, when he gets a full head of steam, just hard for the defense to stop this guy. That time around, he was looking to siguro pass. At the last second, nakita niya yung depensa. Nakakiin sa kanyang mga kampi. Napo, no go. Aseldo with offensive rebound, immediately attacks, floats one up and in.
I think he needed that rest there that he got after that almost injury. And so far, 6 points since returning to the ball game.
No. Again, that familiar overload offense. Malquisto, wala. Napo, bigay dito kay Aseldo. Against 3 white jerseys. And good defense. Domingo pumped up as he gets a stop.
Well, it actually hit Ngo there, but on the last second, bumalik dito kay Aseldo as he was stepping outside.
Poke the ball loose. Tumama pa kay Aseldo. Good hands coming from Domingo. 1 minute and 24 seconds remaining in the third. Orga sa taas. Balik kay Ngo. Mataay sa gitna. Kick out pass, Orga. Under 10 seconds remaining sa kanilang shot clock. Mateo Ngo spins around. Tough shot. Jelin grabs the rebound. Under a minute remaining in the third. Aseldo. Kick out pass. Napo. Good cut. Falyar. But that shot a bit short. Malquisto decides to pull it out. Domingo swings it. 3-pointer by Orga. Too strong.
So far, itong Antipolo has yet to hit a 3-pointer here in the third quarter.
Again, that familiar teardrop coming from Aseldo.
I think that's like 8 straight points now for Aseldo
8 straight points after that injury.
after
No?
the injury.
So coming out with a sense of urgency here. Cuts the lead down to 4. Domingo hesitates. Kick out pass. 5 seconds remaining on their shot clock. And the ball sails out of bounds. Still 4.8 seconds remaining on the game clock. Perito. Kick out. Open shot. But Aseldo hitting nothing but air on that trip. And at the end of the third quarter, we have a good ball game so far. Let's check out our Atlantis 88 move of the game. Sweet move galing dito kay Andre Zeta. The hang time and the finish coming from the big man. 50-46, Antipolo up by 4 at the end of the third.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga.
Let's check out itong si Matt Aseldo. He got injured early in the third quarter, but like you mentioned, Coach Noy has piled up the points here and really carrying the scoring load para sa Manila Pirates.
Really like the maturity actually of Matthew Aseldo. He knows that he can score almost at will. In the first half, he was just trying to set up his teammates, but his team being down 10 when he went out due to that injury, came back in, scored 8 straight points.
Perito, good fake, takes the free, doesn't work. Aseldo, sets up Jelin inside, and he will head to the line for 2 free throws.
And you like how in the first 2 possessions there, Aseldo tried to set up Perito, got the rebound, and then this time trying to set up Jelin. And already working, already with I think 15, 11, and 5 assists itong si Matthew Aseldo.
See again, medyo malinis sa taas pero may body contact din. So, Bojelin, 0 of 2. But they get the offensive rebound here. Trailing by 4 are the Pirates. Napo goes to Aseldo. They swing it. And they will run out of clock here. 24-second shot clock violation.
And that definitely should have been a shot there for Robert Napo. But choosing to swing the ball one more time, naubusan na sila ng 24 seconds.
Orga, directing traffic here. Mga kasama niya dito si Domingo who attempts a free. Also San Gabriel inside and Cordon. Meanwhile, Aseldo gets fouled. And to round out that 5 for Antipolo, you've got itong si Jubilado. On the side naman of the guys in black, the 5 on the floor for Manila, you've got this guy at the free throw line, Matt Aseldo. Sasamahan siya dito ni Bojelin, MJ Falyar, itong si Eli Perito, and Manuel Napo. So kind of a small lineup actually for Manila to start out this quarter.
Well, they know that they need to push the tempo a lot more here because they're trying to mount a comeback. As we see, Jubilado will be checking out. Not really has played too many minutes with the foul trouble, already with 4. And of course, you want Agustin on the floor, especially with this Manila Pirates fight back.
And a steal here, the Manila Pirates. After being down by 10, they are now just within 1.
Well, let's see now how Antipolo will respond. They have yet to make a 3-pointer here in the second half.
You can see itong Pirates applying the pressure, but another block by Jelin. But also, again, the offensive rebound by Jello Agustin.
Jello Agustin is really just a big problem here for Manila. Pretty much being the lone big, trying to battle the, well, it's really just Jelin right now. And that's why itong si Zeta will return to once again form that Manila skyline.
And check out the stat line nito ni Jello Agustin. 9 points, 14 rebounds, 11 coming off the offensive end. Also with 2 blocks.
Really just trying to outwork the bigs of Manila on his own, but will miss on that free throw.
Sayang, he was 5 of 6 before those 2 misses. Aseldo against Sabareza, escapes and gets hacked on his way up by Agustin.
Actually, the good move there for Aseldo was cocking that ball back, forcing that foul on Agustin.
A chance here for Matt Acelto to give them the lead here in the fourth. So far has really struggled at the free throw line, only 3 out of 9.
And that kind of percentage is really just not gonna cut it, especially when you get to the free throw line a lot.
Ties the ball game up at 50 apiece, 8 minutes remaining in the fourth. Malquisto sa itaas. Gives it to Sabareza. Thinking free. That shot hitting nothing but air. Agustin again going for that offensive rebound.
I think that's like 12 already. Is it?
Di ba?
12?
12 out of his 15.
Pwede bang separate stat yung offensive rebounds na aside from the total rebounds? Kasi almost a triple-double na yun eh. 15 rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds, and 9 points.
Here he is, fakes, and gets it up and in. And that move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Well, that's something that Jelin will need to learn. You don't always have to go for those blocks. You only need to stay vertical.
And he already has a double-double here, 11 points. Samahan mo pa dyan, 15 rebounds. And you know, ang nakakabilib kasi for those guys na magaling sa ganyang department, like ito si Jello Agustin, by default, ang depensa may inside position na for that rebound.
Yeah.
Diba? So for you to sneak in and grab those offensive rebound opportunities, kailangan may pagkiskisan ka sa mga bodies inside. And, you know, Jello Agustin just has the knack for those. Meanwhile, ito MJ Fallar gets fouled naman para dito sa Manila Pirates.
And if you're Jello Agustin, he's a little bit undersized to be playing the 5. Especially when he has to go against itong si Bo Jelin. But more importantly, in that previous possession, he was able to fish that 4th personal foul for Jelin. And ito naman si Fallar going to the free throw line after missing that point blank setup for him ni Matthew Aceldo.
Fallar, 2 for 2.
So the combination of Malquisto and Cordon has been quiet so far dito sa Antipolo in the second half.
Whoa, Jello Agustin again with his 13th point. Sobrang simple lang na laro but gets the job done. Fallar with offensive rebound and now has 11.
And that's really why you want Matthew Aceldo going downhill. You know, he attracts the defenses, and that time they were able to get the offensive rebound.
Jello Agustin really on the rampage here in the fourth. Rebounding, scoring. And now we'll head to the line for 2 more shots.
And Jello Agustin is doing this with 4 personal fouls.
Agresibo pa din no? Missing on that first though, but 6 out of 10 at the line.
But on the other end for Manila, you have Jelin with 4 personal fouls and also Matthew Aceldo. So this could be development here that we need to watch out for.
Napo losing the basketball. Unforced turnover yon. So bola babalik sa panig ng Antipolo. Six minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the fourth. We would like to thank Vivier Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, and Atlantis 88. Sabareza drives left. Stolen away. Manila on the attack. Perito pulls it out. Bigay kay Napo. Another chance to take the lead. The spin. Aceldo missing everything on that shot. Almost a turnover, but Sabaresa recovers, attacks. Nowhere to go. Aceldo. Oh! Crossover. But denied! What a block! Galing dito kay Agustin. But the putback is there. Galing dito kay Perito. And what a series of plays right there for both squads. But Manila taking the lead here, 56-55 here in the fourth quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas.
Let's check out these plays here by Manila. Before that, Jello Agustin was able to block itong si Matt Aceldo. But MJ Fallar, right place at the right time, now has 13 points, 7 out of 10 from the free throw line, giving back the lead on the side of the Manila Pirates, 56-55. Ken and Coach Noy, kasama niyo po ngayon in our first game of our 6-game slate. San Gabriel offering a pick pa kay Orga, and that is just enough for him to free himself up for the layup.
Really like Antipolo, really confident to just go to anybody despite that close game already.
Ooh, sidestep beauty naman. We've got a good one so far, Coach Noy. The crowd in attendance screaming their lungs out as we are almost halfway through the fourth. Orga, natapikan, a fast break opportunity. Perito, no.
Going
And
to be
looks-
a foul on Orga.
Fallar holding on to his left leg. Brushes it off. May tulak na naganap dun. Actually, kung titignan mo, Coach Noy, hindi naman kalakasan, pero nasa ere kasi.
Oh yeah.
Yun yung delikado eh.
Hindi naman kalakasan also, but also not intentional.
Aha.
Just being caught in the wrong place. Was trying to box out pero nakatalon na itong si Fallar.
Both teams over the foul limit here with almost 5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Coach Bagov Espino, young coach. I talked to him. This is his first stint in a major league. But right now, his team up by 3 after being down by 10 earlier in the third. How will Antipolo respond? Backed by their home crowd. Cordon has been silent in the fourth and shackled by the defense of Jelin. And a turnover. Aceldo. He attacks and scores!
It's really a second half takeover here coming from Matthew Aceldo.
Orga, on the other hand, draws a foul from Fallar.
And both teams are now in the penalty, so all fouls will mean free throws for both teams.
Matt Aceldo, 19 and 13 to go along with 5 assists. Ilang beses na siya nasupalpal ni Jelin. In fact, he has been blocked 5 times already. But he has been relentless, especially after coming off that injury in the third quarter.
But actually, on both ends, great stops coming from Agustin has been blocking shots. Jelin has been blocking shots here in the fourth quarter. And both of them are already with 4 personal fouls. So not really that scared about, not playing defense because of the foul trouble.
1 out of 2. So this remains a 2-possession ball game. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Aceldo umatake sa gitna, momentarily losing the ball. And good challenge there by Agustin. Sabareza to Jello. Drives, loses the ball, and a turnover. Bola babalik sa Manila.
Well, I really don't think you want to put Agustin in that position, trying to break down the defense with this dribble. He has been more effective receiving the ball underneath and trying to power his way through.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Vivere Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, and Atlantis 88. Manila having trouble against the pressure D, and na-turn over na nga. Orga completes it. And this is now a 2-point ball game.
And now Manila will have to contend with that Antipolo press.
Napo. And he will get called for a traveling violation. Good job by Sabareza, putting his hands up, at nahanap niya agad si Orga in transition. 62-60. 3 and 36 left in the fourth. Sabareza back to Eli. Sa gitna, Agustin gets bumped. And he will take 2 shots. It's been a game of runs so far, Coach Noy. Early in the first half, lumamang by as much as 9 ang Manila, led 29-22. Itong Antipolo made a 18-4 run to end the first half. Pagdating naman dito ng third quarter, it was Antipolo who led by 10. But Manila able to come back. They have the lead. But Jello Agustin cuts it to 1. Second free throw here could make this a tied ball game.
Of course, game so far being a game of runs. Let's see. I feel like it's going to be a seesaw affair right now. Both teams will be trading baskets and stuff, so this will end up to be a very close ball game.
And they force another miscue on the side of Manila. So Antipolo with the possession, 14 seconds sa kanilang shot clock, but a chance here to retake the lead. 62 all. 3 and 21 left in the fourth. Maagang pumunta ang ating crowd dito sa Ynares Center in Antipolo. But we have been treated to a close ball game so far. Solid defense by Jelin. Aceldo onto the front court. Good pass, Napo. The conversion right there.
Well, if you're playing with Matthew Aceldo, you know that you only need to make yourself available, and he's willing to give it to the open man. What a finish.
From one end to another, Eli Orga ties the ball game once again. Under 3 remaining in the fourth quarter. A steal. Orga in front. Oh, 6 straight points para dito kay Eli Orga. The crowd in Antipolo going bananas as the home team up by 2, 66-44. Eli Orga scoring the last 3 buckets for the home team. Timeout on the floor. Magbabalik po kami.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior.
Man, Coach Noy, like we said, it's been a game of runs, game of momentum swings. And right now, Antipolo, they gave up the lead here in the fourth, but now are back on top by 2 with 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the fourth. Perito takes that free, that's short.
That's like a 4 shot there for Manila from the outside.
Orga scored the last 6 points. Para sa kanilang panig dito. Malquisto trying to locate Agustin inside. And they're doing this with Jacob Cordon on the bench.
Well, Cordon has been quiet in the second half. Main source of offense right now is Agustin underneath.
Malquisto. No, Agustin, another offensive rebound but unable to convert. 2 minutes remaining.
Going to be 2 free throws here for Perito.
Poor foul there. 40 feet away from the rim. And Perito will head to the line.
Although he so far has been 0 out of 3 from the free throw line. Now being tested in a very crucial juncture of the ball game.
Knocks down the first. 12 points, 4 rebounds. 1 out of 4 from the stripe. Chance here to tie the ball game. 1 minute and 55 seconds left. Mintes, but Jilin inside. And he will get called for a traveling violation. Asking for a foul.
You're not allowed to jump with the basketball and land with the basketball still in your hands.
Isang puntos ang kalamangan dito ng Antipolo. They are currently on a 3-game winning streak. 4-1. Manila with an even 1-1 record. Oh, the Pinoy step! And the finish! Galing dito kay Sean Malquisto.
Sean Malquisto in the first half had 4 3-pointers. But right now, he was not able to make those shots fall this time. Going inside for that 3-point opportunity.
And to make matters worse for Manila, it's now the 5th foul of Bo Jinin. He is out of this ball game. But what a performance by Bo Jinin. 8 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 block shots.
And most of those blocks even coming after he committed the 4th personal foul. But that time, got caught with the foul.
Again, Antipolo as that shot goes in. Galing dito kay Sabareza.
That offensive rebounding fast becoming a factor here.
Aceldo escapes. That shot too strong. Ngo secures the basketball. 1 minute and 12 seconds left. If you're Manila, no need to foul. Just gotta play solid defense here. Orga with a spin. Sa loob, Agustin. Oh, that's just too easy. And that move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Agustin has just been unstoppable here. Nothing Zeta could do there. Surprising that he even gave up a foul. At this point of the ball game, you cannot give up those weak fouls.
And it's much different when you don't have Bo Jilin patrolling the paint. And Jello Agustin, huge double-double so far, 19 and 17. To go along with 3 blocks. Perito, no go. Falyar again with a putback. He has been solid para dito sa Manila. And Antipolo requesting for a timeout here. 46 seconds remaining. 73-67. Magbabalik po kami.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to.
Coach Bagot Espino searching for answers. His team down by 6, but still a manageable lead with 46 seconds remaining. Antipolo electing to inbound from the backcourt, so they have the full 24 seconds on their shot clock. Orga. Pasa dito ay Sabareza. Malquesto against Zeta. And a foul. So 2 shots para dito ay Sean Malquesto.
And they did not foul for 14 seconds and choosing to foul with 10 remaining. So a little bit of clock wasted there for Manila.
Actually, naalala ko, you covered this game, yung 18 under matchup. Patutunghayan natin yan, Manila and Mindoro last Sunday as Malquesto knocks down the first. That was a curious decision for Manila not to foul. 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock. They were trailing by 1 and they just let the game clock run out. No?
Well, actually, luckily for them, Mindoro took an early shot.
Oo.
But Mindoro was able to recover the basketball, I think, and just wasted away the time.
Meanwhile, a split from the line. So is this still a 3-possession ball game? Nagmamadali si Aceldo. Attacks. Too strong. Falyar again with offensive rebound and he will head to the line.
But right now, time running down here for Manila. They're gonna need to try and get shots from the outside, but so far in this ball game, only 3 out of 12. And really no real knockdown shooter here for Manila, but they are gonna have to try if they're going to make a ball game out of this.
But this guy's splendid performance, quietly contributing for Manila. Ito si MJ Falyar, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 6 coming from the offensive end to go along with 10 out of 14 from the free throw line. Unfortunately missing that second. This remains a 2-possession ball game. 14 seconds left. Domingo gets fouled by Napo. And Antipolo looking good here in front of their home crowd. Domingo, the Atenean, chance to ice this ball game. Short on the first. And make no mistake about it, Manila made itong Antipolo really earn this lead. And as no misses, Manila trying to get a shot up here. Falyar jumps it up, no good. And that should do it.
No need to foul here.
Antipolo escaping the Manila Pirates as they win it by 6 points. And valiant effort on the side of Coach Bagot Espino. But they will fall down here. Let's check out our Atlantis 88 move of the game. The Pinoy step at a crucial juncture. Galing dito kay Sean Malquisto. Evading itong si Bojelin. And able to get that shot to drop. They were just up by 1 at that point. Nakascore siya doon. So it's brought the lead up to 3. And they finished this ball game lamang ng 6 na puntos, 74-68. So many heroes on the side of both squads for Manila. Very strong performance galing dito kay Matt Aceldo. 21 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists. Ito si Bojelin, 8 points, 12 rebounds, 8 block shots. On the side naman of Antipolo, again, solid naman. Ito si Jacob Hordon, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 block shots in 25 minutes. But actually, he did not see action in the crucial stretches of the fourth quarter. And Sean Malquisto also have 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. So many heroes for both sides. But we have our Atlantis 88 player of the game. Kasama niya ngayon si Coach Noy Africa.
Sama natin ngayon ang Atlantis 88 Player of the Game, Jello J. Agustin, finishing with 19 points, 17 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Jello, ang tanong ko sa iyo, itong lineup ng front line of Manila, very tall. And despite that, you finished with a double-double. How did you accomplish that?
Sipag lang po, tsaka tiwala sa sarili, tsaka sa mga plays po, sumusunod dapat.
At dahil dyan sa napakaganda mong double-double, pagkakataon mo nang bumati, baka may mga nanonood sa iyo.
Salamat po ako sa mga parents na sumusuporta, sa parents ko, pati sa girlfriend ko. Shoutout sa mga Horno Boys!
Maraming salamat, Jello. At dyan nagtatapos ang ating first game in the 14 and under division. Antipolo pulling off that victory over Manila. But before we go, I'll turn you back over to the panel. Ang ating anchor, si Ken Pangilinan.
Maraming salamat, Coach Shinoy Africa. Double duty para dito sa ating laban between Antipolo and Manila. Manila led by as much as 9 points in the first half. Antipolo was able to come back. And in the second half, Antipolo led by as much as 10 points. Manila refusing to go away. It was really a back and forth affair. And pagdating late in the fourth quarter, you saw there, ito si Eli Orga scoring 6 straight points and sealing the win para dito sa Antipolo NYBL 74-68. Up next is the 16 under match of both these teams. Kaya tutok na kayo dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.